In this video, I'm gonna be going over the pros and the cons of living in Beaumont, California. I'm gonna be giving you guys the goods, the bads, and the uglies of living here in Beaumont. And if you guys stick around until the end, I'm gonna share a market recap of the current real estate market here in Beaumont, California. So let's get after it right now. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything that there is about living, eating, breathing in Beaumont, California, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current real estate market in Beaumont, California. Hi, my name is Jonathan Hernandez. My team and I get calls and emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move, and we absolutely love it. So whether you guys are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we would love to help you make that smooth move to Beaumont, California. You guys, before I jump in, I just want to shout out to my Los Angeles Dodgers. I want to know where you guys are from, so comment down below your guys' favorite team, and so we can get that ball rolling there. Now, you guys, a little bit about Beaumont. So Beaumont has a population of a little over 45,000 people and growing, you guys, and growing, okay? So rapidly growing, actually. They are the fastest growing city in Riverside County, one of the fastest growing cities in California and the nation, you guys. Pretty insane. The median age in Beaumont, you guys, is 35 years old. So, you know, younger adults that are starting to build their life. It's a great place to raise your family and start a family. It's pretty safe. Schools are not so bad, you guys. They're starting to build more and more so you guys can have some more recreational activities to do. As of right now, there's not a tremendous amounts to do, but you guys are surrounded by a bunch of bigger cities and all these activities to do. So even though Beaumont doesn't have a whole lot going on in Beaumont, you guys, they're still within a 20-mile radius. So many places you guys can go to go do many different things. Now, you guys, the renter to owner ratio, 23% of the residents in Beaumont, you guys, are renters. The remaining 77 are homeowners. That is a great ratio to have when you guys are looking at renter to owner ratio. You guys, back in the days, Beaumont was next to nothing. When I mean next to nothing, I mean there were just like shrublands and apple orchards. Today, you guys, they're just building. It's pretty gnarly, it's pretty intense. They've already built over 1,000 homes within the past like 5 years, and there's a projection of another 7,000 more homes to come in Beaumont, you guys. I know currently right now as I speak, they are building, there's 3 new construction sites in Beaumont, California right now as we speak that are breaking ground, that are building homes. And so if you guys are looking for a great place as a starter home or a starter city that you guys wanted to move to that's, you know, very family oriented, Beaumont might be the place for you, right? So with all that being said, you guys, I'm really gonna get into it now. I'm gonna be going over the pros and cons, the goods and the bads. I'm gonna give you guys your desserts before I give you guys your veggies. All right, so let's get into it. All right, you guys, so here are your desserts. So pro number 1, you guys, of living in Beaumont, California, you guys, it is the affordability. Okay, so what about the affordability, Jonathan? That's so broad. Okay, the affordability, you guys, it's actually one of the more affordable cities in Riverside County and California in general, you guys. I'm not just talking about the housing. I'm talking about the overall cost of living affordability. I'm talking about your everyday needs, your services, your gas, your goods and services, you know, your foods, your basic necessities. It is significantly more affordable than the actual national average, which is pretty crazy to think about it when you're coming to Beaumont, California, or California in general. Everybody always thinks that, hey, it's just so overpriced. California is so expensive for everything, when it's not the case always, you guys. Beaumont is actually more affordable than majority of the nation. And so that is why we're listing that as pro number 1. You guys can still get a decent size home in Beaumont, California for, you know, the 500 range or the 600 range. Again, decent size, great starter home. Yes, you can still even find some homes in the 400 range, right? And so that is why we're saying affordability is number one. All right, guys, dessert number two, pro number two. It is gonna be you guys' education, you guys. And so if you have kids, right, if you're anything like me and you have kids and you want them to have great education, you guys might care about schools, right? Well, they actually have some really high rated elementary schools, middle schools, and some high schools. Not many, not much compared to some other cities. Again, Beaumont is not a big city whatsoever. They're a smaller little suburb of Riverside. Again, 45,000 people. You know, you guys check my other videos of Temecula, Marietta, Oceanside, Riverside, where they have hundreds of thousands of, you know, residents there. And so they have, you know, a bunch of schools and different school systems. In Beaumont, you guys, it's not a big public school system, you guys, so it is fairly small. Not a whole lot of options when you're living in Beaumont. However, I will say the options you do have are actually really good, you guys. And so that's why we're saying that education is pro number two. All right, guys, pro number three of living in Beaumont. I'm still on dessert. It is gonna be the crime, you guys. So what about the crime, right? Well, the crime in Beaumont actually ranks lower than other similar suburbs in size to Beaumont, California, right? And so that's a great thing for you because like I just stated, the median age is 35 in Beaumont, meaning that majority of the people at 35, they might have a kid, they might have two kids. And so they want their kids to play, they want their kids to go to the park, they want to make sure that the kid is safe, or they're safe, right? Or their friends and family. Right? And so you guys, if you do have kids and that is a concern of yours and you don't want to go to a place that the crime is heavy or the crime is bad, then Beaumont might just be the place for you because again, the crime is low, it's well taken care of, and you really wouldn't have to worry much about, you know, your kids going to play in the front yard or play in the street or play at the park, whatever the case may be, you guys. That's why we're naming crime as pro number three. Now, final pro number four, you guys, it is going to be the consistent growth. So the consistency of its growth in Beaumont, you guys, it is key when it comes to an up and coming city. So the consistency that it's been growing at is actually really, really good. Why? Because with consistency comes a lot more things, you guys. Again, they're planning to build 7,000 more homes. Again, this is a projection. 7,000 more homes. Well, when there's homes, there comes jobs. When there's jobs, the economy starts to thrive there. And so you better believe that more jobs, more stores, more things to do. And so if you're looking long-term to be in Beaumont 15 to 30 years, it might behoove you, right? Because the consistent growth, you can see it grow over time and you can see everything appreciate. You can see, your kids grow up into these beautiful, nice adults that they're going to be, and you're going to see the education level, kind of the public school system there kind of grow and expand, and the police department expand, and their downtown expand, everything expand. And it's great when you're a homeowner because you're going to see all that long-term equity growth. And so that's why we're saying that pro number 4 is a consistent growth of Beaumont. All right, guys. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go into your guys' veggies now. All right, so con number 1, you guys, of living in Beaumont, it is going to be the drum roll please, the traffic, right? The traffic in Beaumont, just like any other place in California, it is just horrible, like horrific. No, it's not that bad, you guys, but the traffic in Beaumont, it is getting bad. Again, with consistent growth, comes more people, comes more cars, comes more traffic. And so yes, the traffic is starting to build up. Everybody is starting to come a little bit more inland, coming from the beach, coming a little bit, it started from LA, came a little bit inland to Riverside, and they went down a little bit south. And now they're coming further into Beaumont, Yucaipa, places of, that nature, just because the affordability is there. It's not too big. Again, but it's not too small. And so traffic is going to be there, you guys. You're not gonna avoid it. It's gonna stop you. You guys, any trip that you guys take, you better add 15 to 25 minutes to it because you're probably gonna be hit with traffic. So again, that's why we're naming that as the con number 1. All right, guys, I only have 2 cons, so actually final con number 2, you guys, it is the weather. All right, so kind of unexpected. You guys might be thinking, what, really? Yes, the weather in Beaumont, California, it's a hit or miss. I will say this, it is very, very windy in Beaumont, kind of just because of its location right off the mountains, kind of like a valley type of area. Very, very windy in Beaumont. And again, it's a hit or miss. It can be extremely hot one day, you guys, or it can be really cold the next. There's not a time in the year where it's very, very consistent, like, hey, it's gonna stay 75 for 4 months or whatever the case may be. It might be like 110 tomorrow, and then the following day after that, it can be like 83. You know, that's a significant change in weather. So it can get really, really hot in Beaumont, California, you guys. So you guys do have to plan for that, because if you're not used to the heat, you guys, it can be pretty crucial, especially if you guys, you know, coming from the south where you're used to humidity, and then you're gonna come out here where, you know, it's a bunch of dry air type, desert type thing, right? Different change of environment. And so you guys, that is all the pros and cons of living in Beaumont, California. What we're gonna do now, you guys, is I'm gonna share that market recap with you guys of the current real estate market in Beaumont, California right now. All right, guys, so market recap time. I hope you guys enjoyed the desserts. I hope you guys enjoyed the veggies, right? Not a whole lot of cons, you know, there can be more cons, definitely. Can there be more pros? Absolutely, you guys. I think those were the main 6, the most crucial, the most critical, right? When it comes to really knowing a place or an environment, that's the things you really need to know when you're moving into a place, and you know what it kind of has to offer you guys. And so with all that being said, Beaumont is not a bad place to move whatsoever. It's actually a great up and coming city here in the Southern California region, you guys. Again, they are consistently growing. There's people moving there left and right. The affordability is there. And you guys, if you stay there long term, you're gonna see, you know, the aftermath of everything that's going on today in 2022. When you look back in 2042, you're gonna be like, wow, significant change, right? You guys, you know, I can make a video 5 years from now and I'm gonna be like, hey, the population now, over 100,000 people, right? That's achievable, that's obtainable, right? The way that it's going, the direction it's going, and the consistency it's growing at, you know, Beaumont can easily be a city, a suburb of over 100,000 people, right? Again, with people and with all these things coming in comes more money, comes more business, comes more everything. And so that is a great, great thing for residents of Beaumont and people that are moving into Beaumont now, right? I'm not gonna say, hey, don't miss the train, but Beaumont, hey, it's at where it's at right now. They're growing consistently, and eventually there would not be any more land to build on, right? And so if you guys can get in now, why not, right? So if you guys can get in at a good price where you know they're still constantly building, why wouldn't you do it? And why wouldn't you reap all the great benefits that Beaumont has to offer, right? You guys, Beaumont is in such a great location. I'm not just saying that, I actually mean it. You guys can be in downtown Riverside in 30 minutes. Yeah, about 30 minutes. You guys can be in Palm Springs enjoying a great spa day or going to the mountains of Palm Springs. You know, that's 30 to 45 minute drive. That's not that far. Or you can go up to the mountains and enjoy a day in Big Bear, California, Big Bear Lake, right? So again, a lot of options in Beaumont. If you guys are tired, you know, of that smaller environment and you guys want to spend the weekend somewhere bigger, hey, LA, you guys, it's about an hour 10 to hour 15 minute drive. If you guys wanted to go to Disneyland, again, about an hour 10, hour to 15 minute drive, not too far. Or you guys wanted to go to San Diego for the day and enjoy that beautiful 70 degree weather that they have all year long, right? Or those amazing beaches that they have in San Diego, right? You guys can do that. That's gonna take a little under 2 hours to get there. But again, all of these options are available you know, just living in Beaumont. And so it's not a bad place at all. I'm sorry. The crime is really low. The education is great, you guys. The consistency and growth is there. And it's very affordable compared to other similar suburbs in the area, right? And so you guys, when you're looking at the cons and you're like, you know, anywhere I really live in California is gonna have traffic. And so yes, you will just have to always plan ahead, right, for that traffic. You guys, there's nothing that we can really do much about the weather. So it's just something that you guys need to prepare for, and you will get used to it. It does, you know, it does take a little bit of time, but just like with anything, you will get used to the weather. It's not as bad as it seems, you guys. Now, if this was, you know, somewhere along the lines in Georgia where it's 110 degrees and 70% humidity, yes, that will take a very long time to get used to, but here it's not so much. It's actually pretty dry out here, pretty dry weather. And so you guys, with all that being said, that is what all Beaumont has to offer, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching Living in South California.